So the purpose of the Jason LP was I kind of wanted to shatter what people's perception of what an MC is, what a rapper is. You know, you see all these guys on TV, you know, the guns, the cars, the jewelry, the big houses and mansions. You know, I'm just a regular cat from Halifax, so I'm trying to kind of, you know, bring that forth to the public. Took me 3 years to make it. You know, every song in there is a personal song. Every song in there is true. It comes from my heart. You know, you don't see that a lot in hip hop nowadays. A lot of fake bullshit. So, you know, I had to bring a lot of J-Bru. That's why it's called the Jason LP. I grew up Jason. You know, turned into J-Bru somewhere along the way. But you're getting a lot of Jason on this album, so that's where that comes from. So basically, my 3 favorite tracks on the album, if I had to pick, I would probably say like Jealousy, featuring Class and Rochester. Big up to them guys. Just a track about your insecurity. You know, everyone has jealousies inside of them, everyone has insecurities. I kind of just brought mine forth, Class brought his, Rochester brought his, you know, in a real way. And I'd say Christina, featuring Chad Hatcher. It's about a runaway girl. Basically what the story is, I was sitting in Tim Hortons drinking a hot chocolate, and I heard this lady on the phone. And she was on the phone with her daughter who just ran away. So I was actually late for a meeting, but I stayed there for 40 minutes and listened to her whole conversation, and ran home that like right away, missed my meeting, and actually wrote that song from everything she said. So I'm kind of waiting for an email from this lady. I don't know. We'll see. And actually the girl's name was Christina too, so I'm waiting for that email, lady. I don't know, man. I'd say my 3rd favorite track would probably be a tie between Hard to Forget and Moving On Up, my first 2 videos. Basically, Moving On Up is what it is. You know, it's a song about my progression as an artist. Got Dutch Robinson on there. Hard to Forget, you know, about a love loss. You know, lost my best friend. Through KO on there, he's kind of talking about being away from home. And,
some people say how you deal with your man gone. I tell him easy, I just write him a sad song. Hope he's heard every word since he passed on.
Basically what's coming up next for me is I got some tours with Class. I got some tours on my own. I just signed with a new management company out of Vancouver called Live Vision Macro Management. And you know, they're busy booking me tours. They're trying to get me to Europe, stuff like that. So, you know, I think touring, I want to think about my next album. I got a label, Blueprint Music, you know, with a few artists. Lena, I got T-Bone, a guy named Ebony. Try to get their music out to the world, so, you know, I have an advantage touring with Class and just seeing the world, because I'm also out there, you know, promoting myself and promoting my company, stuff like that. So I really want to, you know, take a step back and promote them, and then I think maybe I'll put another album out maybe, you know, next spring. I really want to have, like, I look at this album, and people got mad at me when I said the Jason LP will be a stepping stone to bigger things. And I had people, you know, even Class, and everyone was like, you know, this could be your big thing. And I was like, yeah, I should look at it that way, but there's certain things I wanted to write about, certain songs I want to have that I'm saving. You know what I mean? So I think the Jason LP is going to give me that extra attention I needed, kind of a stepping stone. With Class, it was hitchhiking music. You know, a lot of people knew he was across Canada, but when that album came out, then, you know, then people were like, oh shit, who's this guy? If you didn't know him, then you told everyone about him. I think that's what the Jason LP is for me. You know, it's a stepping stone to a bigger thing, which would be my next album. So I think with the next album, I want to come with new sounds. I got some stuff I'm working on that no one would expect from me. So, you know, I just want to stay, you know, fresh and stay me, and hope that the world keeps loving it.
Break it down. Break it down.
You guys all right?
Yeah, that's why we're here for each other, right?
Yeah.
Just gotta.
Amen.
Where the magic happens.
Yeah, man. I was working on a nice track too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do all my own music and everything. Where I go leave these. What's up, man? Song for a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dutch Robinson. Theodore Dutch Robinson. My dad's name is Theodore. But my personality turned into Dutch. So I'm Dutch Robinson. I don't think the I was with the Ohio Players for 6 years. I was the original lead singer for the Ohio Players. I've sang with different people. I hate dropping names and stuff, but I've worked with Hall & Oates, Kid Creole and Coconuts. I did most of their albums, the background on Kid Creole and Coconuts for about 6 albums. I've written with Daryl and John. I've written for people like Curtis Mayfield, Millie Jackson, not the names. With people I've written for. And I've even written with Jordan Crocher. He's out there right now. And I've written with Ghetto Child and with J-Bru. We're all, I'm still doing what I do.
The more time flies, life's too short to waste, so live your life. Tell me who's watching brothers' backs.
I've been here for 12 years now, but I started coming here about 20 years ago. I came here at a very important time when they had the first International Gospel Festival here. There were quite a few people that came to participate in this event, and I got to know most of the neighborhoods because of the choir. They were trying to get people to come into this mass choir. It was supposed to be a choir that consisted of the public. So it didn't matter what color you were, you could come into this choir. So I got to meet all the people because I stayed here for about, I guess, a month almost. So I got to meet his family a long time ago when he was a kid, you know. But how we finally met, I think, and got together was through Classified first, right? And me doing things with Class, another brilliant young man, and he asked me would I be on his song, and I loved the idea. Well, I had worked with Curtis Mayfield, and Curtis, I wrote a song for Curtis, What is my woman for, if not to love? I wrote that for Curtis. And when I got a chance to sing something that Curtis had sang, I was going to jump at it, because Curtis was my man.
And do you have any, funny stories or wild stories of working with Jay or anything like that you could share with us?
No, we haven't really had any wild stories yet, but give us some time. Come back next year.
Yeah.
To be continued. And wild stories. If I tell you something wild, no, come on.